Web3 founders, software developers, investors, and young trainees to together develop a new economy in Goa. Web3 on the Sea wants to showcase Goa's vibrant culture to the world by making it a hub for new Web3 digital technologies like blockchain, metaverse, AI, etc. Our plan is to provide flexible co-working spaces where international talent can meet to visualize Goa's technology future. Through customized coaching classes, coding events, and digital forums, we will actively encourage new business creation and skill development for the Goan youth with the help of experts from India and abroad. The unique spaces on these offshore vessels are perfect to blend Goa's culture and technical capability to make solutions for the real world. Friends, till date we have been talking about Goa as a tourism capital of the country. We have been talking about tourism, we have been talking about sun, sand and sea. And I think as we talk about the tourism front, we realize that there is a lot of potential for Goa in terms of creating many more things. So as we talk about the tourism change or the thought process which come in, I think post-COVID COVID has been a pandemic, but has been a learning exercise for all of us to not only revisit and rethink about our life, but rethink about the whole strategies, how we take our life ahead, or maybe the business, the economics ahead. So in terms of tourism, we have realized that the tourist coming here wants to explore more, wants to be in an immersive space, looks for tranquility. No longer is the same person coming here and wanting only the sun, sand, sea and the beach. So we have added a lot of more verticals or silos in this particular frame of tourism. We have been talking about sports tourism, we are talking about wellness tourism, we are talking about eco-tourism, we have been talking about MICE tourism, we are talking about Goa being a wedding destination, we are talking about adventure tourism, and we are adding many more verticals with a lot of policy framework to strengthen not only the verticals, because tourism has been playing quite an important role in contributing to the GDP of the state. The present contribution is roughly about 16.43%. And employment directly and indirectly, tourism contributes to about 35%. Coming out of that, we started thinking about tech tourism. Now, coming as a tourism minister and a minister for information technology, electronics and communication, I had the privilege to work under Dr. Manohar Parrikar earlier. This is my third tenure as an elected legislator. And in my last tenure, I had the privilege to work under Dr. Manohar Parrikar at that particular point of time as the Minister for Information Technology, Electronics, Communication, Revenue, Labour, Employment, Planning, Statistics. And from there we have been driving policies. Importantly is Goa to come and be there in the creative space. We have a very robust startup policy. We have a very good IT policy. Our director Abhishek, my OSD Neville, our startup CEO Prashant have been aggressively driving along with their teams these things so that we are able to place ourselves in this particular domain. As far as the startup culture is concerned, we are very pretty sure in the days to come, we will be there as one amongst the best to be in the startup, as a startup destination, not only in the country, but I think in Asia. But as we start building our stories, we need to start thinking loud, we need to start thinking out of box. And as you guys are in the space of innovation, creation, disruptions, and you all start thinking many things which may be new to this Gen X or the next generation, it's important to see how best we can collaborate. So when the Web3 on the Sea concept came from Raj and Amit, the whole idea was it was new to us. We started thinking on what we can do and what we should be doing. And parallelly we were building up a digital nomad story. I believe all of you all must be talking about digital nomads in their own ways. And we realized that we have a lot of potential because the state has everything that a digital nomad would want to have. I can today boast about having almost about 10 to 12,000 digital nomads from the country itself being placed in Goa, working from Goa, attached to many companies. I was coming from Delhi yesterday. I met on my next seat was a guy working for Amazon with his family, a small child, coming down to Goa. So we just ended up, because a small child wanting to play, we ended up having a small conversation. And I realized that the guy working for Amazon today is given potentially an incentive of a 1 month break to work from the location he can choose. So he thought of from US. He thought of coming to his hometown Chandigarh, and now he's in Goa for a month, taking up a place. You can call it a homestay, staying and being there. Not only will he be working out from this space, but as Goa, he'll be able to learn the culture, the ethos, the tradition, the food, the cuisine, everything what is there, and also contribute back to the local economy also. What as a government we would look at. I think the government always looks at two things. We as a government are looking only for two things. One is the economics, how we can drive it. Second is the employment capabilities. We know that the future technologies coming in are very challenging in terms of also employment. When we talk about ChatGPT, before ChatGPT, imagine how many people would be employed just for content. Now also you need the people, but with the AI coming in, how many people really need to skill, reskill? We start thinking in this domain. So as we have continuous learnings, it is very important for us to place ourselves. We are ambitiously wanting to place ourselves as the state in the country, which we call as Incredible India, in the space of digital nomads. So as we have successfully transited post-COVID with the hashtag of Workation Goa, as we have slowly moved in this space of inviting people, the collaborative efforts with Web3 on the sea with Raj, Harmit and his team, I think will go a long way, not only in creating a new economy for us, but also trying to create a new thought process for us, being a part of Industry 4.0, which we are looking at as a priority, whether it's AI, blockchain, with thoughts and concepts which came from them. It's definitely a good opportunity to collaborate and ensure that as you get the investments in, as you start getting your things right, it allows us as Goa to build up be the creative capital of the country. We are not ambitious. We work on a very collaborative, competitive and cooperative form of federalism. So it's very important that as we work together, every state has its own challenges. Bangalore started small, they reached a space where they are today. Telangana started somewhere, they reached somewhere. We are not in competition mode with them. We need to come here in this space which we are talking today, in ensuring that we are able to create this new economy through this new thought process. And as we build this space, the digital nomad story which we are talking about, I think it's the only challenge right now for our international digital nomads is on the visa, which we have been talking to the Minister of External Affairs and Ministry of Home. I think we should be able to get these things going. There are challenges because normally you working for a company and you being a digital nomad as a freelancer, there are pretty challenges that you need to make the bureaucrats also understand. So as we take our story ahead with the creative capital of the country, it's very wishful, and I think I should congratulate Web3 on the team and the entire team, because the way they have been working along with Neville, Abhishek and our team and Prashant, I think we have been seeing a lot of more things moving in this segment. Interactions with a lot of industry leaders coming here, or captains in this small space as we were waiting for our Chief Minister, allowed me to grasp many things more. So when we start talking about this new India, I'm very sure the way our country is progressing, there is no looking back. Under the thought of our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of taking the country to a 30 or 40 trillion economy by 2047, I think you actually will be the real contributors to this domain. We have to understand how seriously we need to look at business, not only as Goa, but as the whole country. And once again, as you all have come to Goa, I wish you all a good, when you come to Goa, it's not only business, it's business with pleasure. So as you build up this new story, congratulations to all of you, wish you all the best. We will try to be most accommodative and ensure that whatever maximum things can be done from our side will be done. The Chief Minister is just stuck up in a couple of urgent meetings that have come away. He has definitely said that he'll try to make it. So I told Harmit and Raj, I said, let's start with the program. Nahi to, on a lighter note, abhi bhi party, what is that? Abhi party shuru hui hai. Abhi party shuru hui hai, kab shuru hogi will be a question from your side being in Goa. So wish you guys all the best and welcome you to join this initiative to go establish Goa as the Web3 capital of the world. Let's ride the Web3 world together. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now for the main celebration for this evening, I request the Honorable Minister Mr. Ron County, to kindly flag off the project by unveiling the keel plaque. I also call the founding team of Web3 on the Sea, Mr. Harmeet Singh Mamik, Mr. Raj Kapoor, Arijit Mukherjee, and Gautam Munshi. And the Director of IT, Mr. P. Abhishek.
फाटी हो मरे रॉन्ग करेला